good morning, good afternoon, good night, whenever you're watching this video. Appreciate the support. I've tried to make this video 3 times already, and I keep getting myself caught saying words that are going to get my channel banned again. So this is short and sweet. This is me expanding on a comment to someone that just posted. I appreciate the support, but I feel like the BS is happening all over again. And what I mean by that is the comment was, Joe, love the videos. Once again, love you. Appreciate the support. But do you think that because there's institutions and yada, yada, yada involved, do you really think Bitcoin's going to enter a bear market? And then the second part to that question was, if you think that Bitcoin could go into a bear market, do you really think that it could consolidate or crash 50 to 70%? I mean, there's so many people with money involved now. And the short answer is F the news, trust the charts. What has the chart showed us for the past 12 years? That Bitcoin goes up, post-halvening, has a massive pump, corrects, right, for like a year and a half, about 6 months to a year before the halvening, bottoms, halvening happens, goes up. Those are facts, okay? What you're asking is an opinion. In technical analysis, we don't give opinions. There's no, or you could speculate based off of facts, but there's no, I feel this way, 6-7 to the young generation, right? There's no, I feel this way. So who are you to go against the chart? Now, you could make an argument that because institutions and large investors are in, and they consider corrections in other markets 20-30%, that Bitcoin, what might not go down its average 90, 80, and 70, which are getting smaller and smaller and smaller, maybe you could see a 50-60% correction. But is a 20% or 15% correction a bear market? No, that is not correct. For me to say that the 4-year cycle has ended, something needs to change, okay? It's a rule. Nothing changes until something changes. It's just very simple. Has Bitcoin made a higher high to the 70,000 previous high? Yes. 4-year cycle stays intact, which means who are you to say that we don't go down and make a higher low? Right? The last low is 15,000. As long as Bitcoin does not touch 15,000, the 4-year cycle stays intact. If we have a bear market, right, and we go to 70 or 60,000, whatever it is, and then we go all the way back up after in 2029, and we don't make a higher high, that's when you can make the argument that the 4-year cycle is not intact anymore. That's just the way it is. Us going back to 25,000 is still a higher low on the macro market structure compared to 15,000, which still would show that the 4-year cycle is intact. So yes, once again, yes, we can correct. Yes, it will be a year of bloodiness. Yes, there will be dead cat bounces, but lower highs. That's what a bear market is. A bear market is us going from 125 to 100,000, and then 100,000 back to 110. And everyone thinking that it's a buy the dip situation. It could be, right? But it's not. And what I mean by that, it's a 2-part answer. If you're looking to buy an asset and hold it long term, as long as it makes a higher high compared to where you invested, it's a good an ROI. Not a good ROI if you're comparing it to other assets that could go up or down, depending if yours is going up or down, 6-7 again. But basically, What I mean by that is if you buy Bitcoin at 90,000 and it goes all the way down to 70 and then it takes 1,000 days to go back up to 90 and then goes to 95, 100, 110, as long as you didn't die, like I said in every video, yeah, you've made money. But could you have done something else to make a better investment on that investment during those 1,000-day bear market? Once again, I tell everyone it's called the transfer of wealth. The rich do it. You need to follow what the rich do. It's that simple, right? You're guilty by association, but on the good side. You want to be guilty by association with the rich. The rich are opening trusts, put money in, so if they claim back, right? All this other bullshit that they do. Another thing, I don't want to get off topic. F the news, bro. Stop listening to the news. The whole point of this channel is if I die right now, you understand the technical analysis language. It doesn't matter your sex, your religion, your pronouns, your age. Everyone can understand a MACD, a stochastic RSI, and RSI divergences and liquidity zones and not get fooled again. Okay? I'll end the video with this. There needs to be buy orders in order to fill sell orders. Do you understand what that means? That means that once again, the news is going to get, I can't say certain things, but there are certain outlets that work with certain hedge funds that start with B and end with rocks, right? And Vanguards, because my channel got deleted last time because I was telling you guys the truth about certain things that happened and who was in the office. They will lie to you to help the larger bags get sold. The sheep need to buy at 100,000 in a bear market in order to fill sell orders at 100. It's just the way it is. And the market needs to have sell orders at 15,000 and 17,000 in order for the big bags to get theirs filled. It's that simple. Remember who was telling you to not buy at 20,000 and less because it was going to go down and it was Bitcoin's garbage, right? Remember that. And remember who's telling you to buy at 100,000, 125,000, right? A year and a half after the halving, when once again the stars align, bearish, divergent, this and that. Here's to your opinion. You understand? Trust charts. Enjoy the day.